You have a kind master, eh? What?
Good afternoon.
This could use some repairs. Let's talk about the price.
Sure. Why not? You'll convince me with that price. Great. Come back anytime. What are you here for, friend?
Show me your wares. I'd like to do something about that price.
Sure. Why not? You'll convince me with that price. Thank you, and take care. What will it be?
This could use some repairs.
Greetings. Do you need something?
Can I spend the night here?
We're not really equipped for that here.
I'll pay you well, if you let me spend the night here every now and then.
For a few groschen, there's some room on the hay.
Let's agree on a price. How's this?
Look, offer a bit more and we can make a deal. Agreed. Like I said, you can sleep on the hay, but don't go wandering about my house.
Good to see you.
No fucking way. He was staring at you.
It happens! Just watch where you're going next time.
If I know my luck, things will start going sour now.
What can you do?
That's a beautiful maypole you have there. You don't see that every day. I reckon all the other villagers must envy you.
They sure do. Them Geliovites try to steal it, but our fellas kick their asses. Why are you so interested in it anyway?
I'm from a small town myself, and I can appreciate a nice maypole. I remember having to guard it every year.
Tell me about it. A real headache it is, but for a good cause. Sorry, I'm just a bit on edge these days. And if someone had bad intentions, Henrik would show them how we do things here in Tachov. That's the one thing he's good for.
I wanted to ask about Henrik.
What about him?
Did he do something to you? Sounds like you're not exactly fond of him.
Aye, I'm not. He's been getting on my nerves ever since he got together with our Manka. I'm afraid he'll mess with her head and run off with her, just like his bloody brothers did.
Where did they go?
What do I know? One day they just packed up and wandered off. Their village wasn't good enough for them, I reckon. I wouldn't mind if someone went and beat the thought of Manka out of his head. Maybe someone not from around here.
Why not? I could manage that.
He's not much of a fighter, but I reckon if you call him a vagrant or something, it'll surely rile him up. And I'll remember you did me a little favor.
Can I spend the night here?
We're not set up for that here.
I'll pay you well if you let me spend the night here every now and then.
For a few groschen, you can sleep on the hay.
Let's agree on a price.
Agreed. Like I said, there's plenty of room on the hay, but don't go wondering about my house.
What do you have for sale?
Thank you, and take care.
Nothing serious.
You silly. I have reached enlightenment. My steps are guided by the moon. Magic is my life.
knows? Besides, we were both...
Come on.
God bless. What would you like?
I'll have a look at the wares.
Pleasure doing business. Take care.
You have a kind master, eh, Matt?
How are your knees?
You shouldn't be. Lord be with you.
How's it going?
It's shit, to tell you the truth.
How come?
Because I have to guard this bloody maypole. I can't even get a good night's sleep because of it, and there's plenty of other work to do during the day. And then there's... Ah, never mind. Forget it.
What did you want to say? Sometimes it's better to share your troubles. Two heads are better than one, after all.
I mean, if you say so, it's about Manka. I'm sure you've noticed her. She's the prettiest lass around.
Oh, it's hard not to notice her.
Exactly. Me and Manka love each other, but her parents are against it. I don't even know why. They just don't like me. They forbid her from seeing me. We went to a dance together in Troskovitz recently, but when they found out, they were furious. Now they're keeping close watch over her and causing problems for me as well.
Well, they can't be watching her all the time, can they? Just go out late at night sometime. Nobody'll notice.
We've done that a few times, but we can't now. There's no time for it. I've got to stand watch at night. I was drawn. This year, they want to keep the maypole up until harvest, and that's still far off.
Listen, I've got an idea. How about I stand watch in your stead for one night? You and Manka can go somewhere in the meantime. Nobody'll know.
You do that for us?
Of course. It's nothing.
All right, we have a deal. Ask Manka and let me know what she says.
Henrik told me about you.
That's great. And why are you telling me?
He said you're having a hard time seeing each other because of your parents. So he came up with a plan.
Aye, that's true. So, what did you come up with?
I'll take over guard duty for him, and you two can have some time to yourselves.
Well, that sounds pretty good, actually. So, how are we going to do it?
Tonight, when everyone's asleep, you'll sneak out and wait for Henrik. I'll take over his watch, and you two, well, can do whatever you want.
All right, agreed. Tell Henrik I'll be waiting for him. He'll know where to go. And tell him I'm looking forward to tonight.
I should eat something.
Christ, pardon me. My God, this is killing me.
Good news. Manka agrees. She'll be waiting for you tonight. She says you'll know where.
We'll meet by the maypole as soon as it gets dark, all right?
Aye, it's a deal. All right, I'm here. You can go and see Manka.
Great. Thanks a lot, Henry.
My pleasure. Leave it to me.
I won't forget this.
Don't mention it. Go on. Don't keep her waiting.
Greetings.
You have a kind master, eh?
Say, I have this fancy maypole from Takov here if you're interested.
My God! They're going to sit themselves! Nobody's got them this good in years! You're a champ, Henry! As soon as I saw you, I knew you had it in you. I promised you something, didn't I? And I'm a man of my word.
I wouldn't expect anything less. Thanks. Happy to help.
What do you say we pull one more trick, eh? I'd make it worth your while, of course.
All right. Why not?
Great. Now listen up. Let's really ruin their day, shall we?
I'm all ears.
Them Takovites grazed their sheep near the pasture they took from us. And you're going to scatter their sheep into the woods. What do you say? They'll have to herd them all back. I reckon they'll be proper pissed off.
All right. I'm sure they won't be happy about that.
That they won't. But that's not all. Project's beloved son is in charge of the sheep now. You'll make him look like a complete moron.
All right. That's a good plan.
Of course it is. I came up with it. The Takovites will be doing the wash thing soon. If you manage to drive the sheep through the drying laundry, I reckon they won't be too thrilled about it. I'll even give you an extra reward.
Say, Olbram, how am I supposed to lure away Project's son?
You'll figure it out. Actually, wait. I've got an idea. Flip this into his food, and you'll see.
What will I see?
It's what I give to my cattle for bellyache. Project's lad is going to sit all over himself. And while he's gone, you'll be able to chase off his sheep.
All right. That sounds like a plan. I'm on it.
Great. But same as before, all right? Don't go killing anyone, and don't get caught.
Good day.
Good day.
Oh, so hungry I could eat a horse.
Good day, dear friend.
You'll get your money back, don't worry.
All right, just
I really need to eat something. So hungry I could eat a horse.
You silly doggy.
And ran off.
Proper poetry, innit?
I apologise.
I'm sorry.
Did you hear about what happened at the big wheel?
At the mill?
Yeah, replaced by the giraffe.
I'm done with the sheep.
Ha ha! Great! How did it go? Tell me!
Well, I scattered their sheep like you wanted.
That's perfect!
I also trampled their laundry, like you mentioned.
You did? That must have been quite unpleasant for them. They'll have to start over.
Alshik ran like the wind after I slipped him that specialty of yours.
What a sight that must have been!
Aye. I reckon he's still throwing up.
You've taken care of everything. You deserve a reward. And with a bit on top as well, like I promised. since you did such a good job.
Thanks, Oberon.
Don't mention it. You're a handy fella. But you could be even better. With my help, of course. They say I'm a good teacher. And listen, one more thing. We'll be meeting the Tacovites soon to discuss the pasture they stole from us. I'd like you to come with us. If you're not against it, that is.
So, what else do you have in store for those Takovites?
I'll tell you, friend. We're going to meet the Tacovites in our pasture and try to sort it out. And if we don't get through to them, we'll kick their arses. Will you come with us?
Why not? I've already stolen a maypole and scattered some sheep.
You will? You're really in it with us up to your ears. But I reckon it won't be much fun this time. We meet in the pasture regularly, and it's always the same. I tried to explain everything to Project, but he didn't listen to me. The thieving thief. I suppose we'll fight then. Don't worry. When the Tacovites see you, they won't want to mess with us.
Wouldn't you and Project rather make up? You've had the pasture split in half for years, and it's worked so far, hasn't it?
You're starting to sound like the Toscovite bailiff Truce. He kept wanting to get involved. But to say the pasture ours in front of the Tacovites, that he won't do.
But what if I talk to him? Maybe I can convince him to help us.
I wouldn't bet on it. Last time, he told me and Project he'd put it in the stocks if we keep bothering him.
You know what? I'll go have a talk with Thrush. Would you wait for me for a bit?
All right, but be quick. And don't you dare team up with them Tacovites.
Fuck! I'll kill you!
So, are you shitting yourself? Get ready to leave this life. I'll be done with you in a flash. My God! I'll rip your ass.
Now you're going to get it!
You're mine!
Fuck! Another one! Ha! We'll finish this
We're gonna gut you, you horse! Like
Come on then!
Get him! Fuck you!
Damn you, fuck!
I
haven't finished with you yet! That was
Now you're gonna die!
hardly even eh? Christ, that stings!
God be with you.
wondering if you'd lend me your bullock when it's time to sow winter grain.
Jesus Christ be
I need
praised.
to plow too, you know.
What if you lent me the bullock on the Lord's... You're not gonna plow.
You have a kind master. Yeah?
I came because of the arguments between Takov and Zhelyov.
Kuva, what happened this time? Did old Bram piss in Project's ale barrels again like last year?
No, but they're getting ready to meet up and beat each other up.
Let them do it then! Maybe a few knocks to the skull will do them good, and they'll leave me alone.
Well, you wouldn't let them fight over nothing, would you? They're arguing over that stupid pasture, aren't they? Is there really nobody who remembers which town it rightfully belongs to?
Nobody who could be trusted not to be making it up. After all, what business is it of mine? Let them kill each other for all I care. Worst case, I'll have to clap them all in the pillory. That should sort them out.
I'm sure you have enough worries as is. And the Takovites and Zhelyovites are just wasting your time. Wouldn't it be worth it to sort it out?
That it would. Bandits are running wild. My daughter is leaving the house. I don't have time for those morons right now. How the fuck am I supposed to find out who the pasture belongs to? I looked in the Chronicle. Things like that tend to be there. But Bailiff Brada, who was here before me, must have been a lunatic. You'd have to be mad to make any sense of that book.
Then let me have a look. I may not be mad, but maybe I'll find something you overlooked. You won't have to worry about anything.
You want to touch such a rare book with those filthy peasant hands? Have you lost your mind?
Filthy peasant hands? Do you know how many books I've read? And I never fold corners. If there's anything actually useful in the Chronicle, I'll find it.
Fine, have it your way. Maybe you'll manage to make some sense of Brada's bullshit. But if I find out you've even opened that book too harshly, you'll have me to answer to.
This Latin phrase looks important. Otherwise it wouldn't be written in red, would it?
What can I do for you?
I need to translate something from Latin. You're an educated man, aren't you? Would you help me?
Why not? It's nice to see simple folk wanting to get educated. What is it you need translated?
Fecit ordinem in regione ope clavi ferre.
That's definitely Latin, but what could it mean? In regione is obvious. That's in the country or region. Fecit ordinem is something like to bring order. And clave ferre means iron spike or maybe nail. So, brought order to the region with the help of an iron nail. Where did you hear that nonsense?
That's not important. The main thing is I know what it means, and hopefully it'll help me in my work. Thank you.
Go!
Ka! Quick!
Whoa!
Ah, here's the damn nail. Right in the middle of the pasture. Olbram and Procek won't be happy.
Look at this criminal. He himself.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
I finally found the damn border between the Takov and Zhelyov parts of the pasture.
How the hell did you manage that?
I found it in that chronicle of yours. It wasn't easy, but we can finally put an end to all that endless fighting.
Oh, about fucking time. So then, are you sure you found the right place?
Definitely. Bailiff Brada took iron nails and used them to mark the border so that people wouldn't forget where it is. One of them is in the oak tree on the pasture.
That's nice of him and all, but he could have fucking told somebody about it. Who can make sense of those writings of his? At least Olbram and Procek will leave us alone now. Go to them, and when you all meet in the pasture, I'll ride over and settle this nonsense once and for all. And if those two start arguing again, I'll be hammering nails into their arses instead of trees. No bullshit. Just right. This year, the village prospered.
Wait. Is this supposed to be a chronicle?
Is that a problem?
I'm not a chronicler. Why want...
Greetings.
All right, I'm ready now. Let's go to the pasture and have a word with the Takovites.
Excellent. Come, let's tell the others, and we'll send for the fucker project.
Well, Zhelyevites, did you miss us?
Of course they did. I reckon they hardly slept a wink.
Can you blame them? I'd rather come and get a beating than hang around in Zhelyov too.
You see? They're provoking us again. There's no use trying to negotiate with them.
There's nothing to negotiate, old man. The pasture is ours, and that's final.
Bullshit! You know right well that I got smacked around as a child in that orchard, right over there.
You know what? Now you'll get smacked around here too.
Enough! Does anybody here have anything better to do?
Truce? What are you doing here?
This shouldn't concern you, bailiff. We'll just beat those bastards' asses and go home.
Don't you think there's been enough fighting and nonsense?
I won't tolerate this nonsense in my territory.
Tell that to the Zhelyevites. Maybe they'll finally get it into their thick heads that this pasture is ours.
In your dreams, you Takovite swine!
Kurva! Be quiet already!
You're both wrong. The pasture is split in half. From here to that oak over there is Zhelyov property, And from the oak on, it belongs to Tachov.
We're supposed to share with them? Ha!
How do you know? You're not even from around here.
But unlike you, yokels, he can read. It's all there, black on white, in the Troskovitz Chronicle. So you'll obey it and finally give it a rest.
They've done so much to hurt us. They should have to make it up to us. Make them pay.
None of that. They're the ones always provoking us. You know what? Let's give them a nice final bashing.
Knock it off already. Haven't you had enough of all this senseless arguing over the years? All those worthless problems and wasted time? Can't you just shake hands and make up?
That's right. From this point forward, this dispute is over. And if I hear about anyone causing trouble again, I'll have you all clapped in the pillory. Together. Now pack up and go home.
Well, Grandpa, are you satisfied?
Now, I hope the Takovites and Jeliovites won't be at each other's throats for a while.
I can hardly believe it. I'm sure Lord von Berghoff will be delighted with how I handled it.
How you handled it?
Aye? With a little help from you. True enough. It's nice that someone deals with problems instead of making more for a change.
Ah, don't mention it.
Leave it off. We've got our good name back. Since you did so well with the Chronicle, I have another book of knowledge for you. I didn't get much out of it myself, but maybe you'll find something revealing in it. That's a damn fine reward, don't you think?
My word. Thank you.
My God, what now?